Hey, good morning from the office. I'm your host, BKP. We are North Georgia's only live online morning show. Now, Josh, first of all, it's Wednesday morning, right? First of all, let's show everybody how they can get in touch with the show. And there you go. There's our phone number. It's 706-889-9700. I have this right here. So if you're texting me, I will get that live. There's the email address and all the social media ways you can follow the show. Now, another thing, I'd like to hear from you on the new webcam. We're doing a couple adjustments, but we set up a new webcam. You can see a little bit of my view behind me. I mean, I'm just telling you, it's beautiful. It's called the Blue Mountains. You can look it up. My background yesterday, you were not able to see that. And my sister does not want this post behind me. So we'll work on that. We can move things around the back deck here. But look at my background, my view this morning. This is not a green screen like we do sometimes in the studio, put different backgrounds, right, Josh? This is live right here. I can hear the traffic go by. Now, another thing, I have a wind chime. I don't know where I'm pointing. Over here. Okay. It's a wind chime. I'm going to just put it out there. My mom, I'm visiting the parents. My mom likes to have several wind chimes, so if they take off, you'll get that. So we're ready to go. New webcam. I love it. Good morning. Democrat debate last night. Really? Somebody put online, said, what did you think? I want to know what you think of the Democrat debate. And I just put, I think, and that's all I put. Okay, that's all I put. So a couple things we have going on this morning. When you get a chance, fetchyournews.com. We'll talk about this later in the show. These two people, number 10, go to 10 and then 11, Josh. Go to 10 and 11, and then you can go back and forth just a minute. We'll talk about this. These two people, and I'm trying to find it on my screen here. These two people, Michael Wayne Malpin and Laura Susan Schwartz, arrested. Gilmer County Sheriff's Office, I think it was, we'll look at the details in a minute, found 3 kids locked. Yes, locked in dog cages. Put those pictures back up, Josh. Did you have them up? I was off. 10 and 11. These two individuals here, locked in dog cages. Hold on, Josh. I'm getting used to everything I have here with it. There you go. I'm sorry, Josh. I was on the wrong screen. A 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 6-year-old locked in a dog cage in Gilmer County. We'll talk more about that story later. I'll tell you what is going on. Now, I want to double down. Our double down today is on Baltimore. Because last night in the CNN, and let's go with this picture here, Josh. Let's go with number 50. And I think this would be Tim Ryan, Congressman Tim Ryan. I think he's going for a job with Nike. If Congressman and a presidential Democrat candidate does not work out for him, I think he's going for the Colin Kaepernick Award this year. There you go. That's what will happen at the ESPYs, right? ESPN will give him an ESPY. They call it probably the Colin Kaepernick Award. Everybody last night, all the candidates, when they did the national anthem or sang whatever, I'm losing it here, Ryan chose not to put his hand over his heart. I'm not interested in the Democrat debate because I missed the question. Now, CNN seems to think they found kitchen table issues. Really? Obamacare? That's our problem today. Now, I think, okay, that healthcare is very important. I get it, okay? I think Americans being able to access affordable healthcare, sorry, I didn't say the Affordable Healthcare Act, okay? But I think the fact that Americans should be able to access affordable health care, We should be able to keep quality health care in this country. It's the greatest in the world. We should be able to encourage young people to go through medical school and just continue to be the greatest health care and medical services in the entire world, greatest doctors in the world. But is that what somebody's biggest issue this morning that is living in a rat-infested, roach-infested neighborhood this morning? Is that their biggest kitchen table concern? See, I missed CNN's question last night. I missed the question. Let's see, where do I have the moderators? Let's go for those. Oh, what a lovely group there. Let's go with, I think it's number 5, Josh. Go with number 5, okay? Jake Tapper, Dana Bash, and Don Lemon. I missed a question where, one of them said, okay, recently in the last couple days, the President of the United States has exposed inner city decay, that our inner cities are collapsing, that they are roach and rat infested. He used the city of Baltimore as an example. If elected, what would you do other than build a Starbucks and a couple gourmet grocery stores or whatever they're called? What would you do to revitalize the rat roach infested Democrat inner cities? How will you change that? How will you bring clean drinking water to those children? How will you get the inner cities to thrive again? I missed the question. I'm going to say, we're going to get into the debate, but I want to stay on Baltimore. I think the president has done an amazing job of exposing the inner city decay in this country. Whether it's taking a crap in San Francisco, living in a tent in LA, or roach-infested, rat-stinking projects in Baltimore that are falling apart. Awesome job. Now, this morning, let me just say this. I get up at 4 a.m. I'm starting to get acclimated here, so stay with me, okay? For a couple days, I had to look at a webcam on a computer screen, couldn't get my webcam situation straight. Now, I got a webcam across the room, seems to be going well, and I got to get used to looking at the webcam now across the room like in the studio. Hey, just bear with me, okay? Everything will be good here. We're moving right along. Let's see, where is the one I really wanted this morning? I wanted the picture of last night. I'll get it here, Josh. Stay with me, everybody. I got it covered here. There's the host. Let me get to this. The only exciting thing last night in this debate that I really enjoyed, and let's take just a second here. Yeah, go up to number 28. This was important. I know the people of Baltimore. I know Michelle, the lady we put on yesterday, we're going to talk about, that said Cummings, they didn't even get a cookout. I love that line. That's my favorite line because, yes, I have gone to so many, these politicians, oh my God, the corruption that the president of the United States has exposed through Twitter. And you get all these elite white people. I know, I got in trouble yesterday. I was told, hey, back off the white people. But these elite, 3 or 4 degrees hanging on the wall. And, they go to parties out in the Hamptons or, in some of the fancier places. I don't get to go. This is the question last night. How are you going to combat the rise of white supremacy? See, the rise of white supremacy, obviously, to the Democrats, they think it's a playing issue. They think it's an issue you care about. They think it's an issue that we have to deal with. But let me tell you, Michelle, every inner city in America that's in decay, and they all are, all right? They're not looking at, oh my God, I'm going to vote for Elizabeth Warren because she's going to combat the rise of white supremacy. See, white supremacy, as they call it, is not what caused Let me ask you a question. Let's go to this, Josh. Let's just show, like number 6. Yeah, that day on number 6, that's due to white supremacy. Okay? Really? All right, the rise of white supremacy. Let's go with, Josh, I have some more here. Let's just go with number 48, if you can pull that one up. I don't know if you're ready. I know we had some pictures. If that is up there, Josh, obviously that's due to white supremacy. Now, the rise in white supremacy, the racism that they claim that Donald Trump is tweeting out, this may be the result. Let me tell you something. Every time you see a picture like this, you think about the corrupt Barack Hussein Obama. This happens to be a black American in that picture. He was the great black hope president. More, if you will do your research on YouTube and look at, more black Americans have come out and said, this man did nothing for our community. More black Americans across this country are coming out and saying, Donald Trump, President Donald Trump, has done more for the black community in 2 years than Obama did in 8. But obviously, the Baltimore picture, we have that one up. Let me get I think I had a couple more, Josh, I want to go to. It's got a 17. Oh, yeah, that is definitely number 17, if you have. That is definitely due to the rise in white supremacy. The deep state corporate corrupt media. Last night, CNN, who turned it off? America turned this off. CNN was looking for some amazing ratings. They thought, oh my God, we got it right here. The amazing ratings. They started fights like, hey, Bernie, what do you think about the lady saying it won't work? He's wrong. Whoa. And Hickenlooper, which I told you yesterday, just loves to say, well, you can throw your hands up. Let's give number 49. Here's Bernie. Hickenlooper says, well, you can just throw your hands up, and there's number 4. Bernie goes, oh, I tell you what, it was a nutcase party for 3 hours. America turned this off. Let me see, I've got one more here, I think. So we're not going to let go of Baltimore this morning. We're going to double down, because here's another thing. All right, I didn't finish up my thought a minute ago. The President of the United States blew this up. As Michelle said yesterday, he put it on blast. All right? The media, it pulled through the roof. Now, yesterday, the President, we're going to play the video, said, hey, the White House switchboard is getting swamped with calls from Baltimore, right? Saying thank you. Yes, they're saying thank you. The media doesn't want you to know that. They don't want you to hear that. They have moved on. CNN, for some reason this morning, is not, they didn't open up at 4 a.m. going down the road of what's going on in Baltimore with Elijah Cummings. They didn't. MSNBC left it alone this morning. It was all Democrat debate, and they were claiming the Democrats had substance. I heard this morning. Well, this is from Mike Barnacle, and I always say, what the hell is a damn Barnacle? He's with the Boston Globe or something. He's a real elitist, white elitist. I know. People can say, back off the white people. Okay, I'm just saying. He's a white elitist, progressive, leftist. There's a whole list of names I can throw there. He's up there, and he says this morning, he says, well, at least last night, this is what he says on Morning Joe, at least last night, we were able to see a group of Democrats with substance. Let's pause. With substance. Really? Come on. Now, every time the substance, Donald J. Trump puts out more substance in 130 characters or whatever Twitter will let him do than Democrats do all day long. Now, when you see this picture, put up number 21, Josh. All right. When you see that picture right there, I always think Elijah Cummings is ready to bite me. I mean, I mean, you know, like, you remember the guy said, "Don't tase me, bro." Remember the "Don't tase me, bro"? We really enjoyed that. Every time I see this, I want to say, "Elijah, don't bite me, man." I mean, he's got the. Let's go. I'm sorry, Josh. Let's go with the video of Elijah Cummings. Do you have that one? If you have that one, let's go with that. I want everybody to see the video that really got this kicked off with Congressman from Baltimore, Maryland. I think the 7th district, Elijah Cummings. Let's go with that, Josh.
Stories coming out from you and your agency that everything is pretty good and you're doing a great job. I guess you feel like you're doing a great job, right? Is that what you're saying?
We're doing our level best in a very challenging.
What does that mean? What does that mean when a child is sitting in their own feces, can't take a shower? Come on, man. What's that about? None of us would have our children in that position. They are human beings. And I'm trying to figure out, and I get tired of folks saying, oh, they just beating up on the Border Patrol. Oh, they just beating up on Homeland Security. Now, what I'm saying is I want to concentrate on these children. And I want to make sure that they are okay. I will say it, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. It's not the deed that you do to a child, it's the memory. It's the memory. And so, I told the head of Border Patrol the other day, I said, I want to know what's happening in the meantime. We are the United States of America. We are the greatest country in the world. We are the ones that can go anywhere in the world and save people. Make sure that they have diapers. Make sure that they have toothbrushes. Make sure that they're not laying around defecating in some silver paper. Come on, we're better than that.
I would welcome the opportunity to travel with you to the border and to see our men and women and how hard they are working to care for children. Border Patrol agents holding children that were not their own, brought across by smugglers, putting formula and baby bottles together. There's no one defecating in a Mylar blanket. We are taking care of these children thanks to the resources we finally have. They're moving very quickly through our facilities to Health and Human Services to a better situation. And I'd be happy to show you that at the border, Mr. Chairman.
All right, so obviously Elijah Cummings, very upset with McElhaney, right? Homeland Security Director. That got it all kicked off. I really got everything kicked off. Let's put up this, and let's put up the number. Let's go with number 27. President Trump, the African American people have been calling the White House in support of his Baltimore remarks. So the president doesn't let anything just slide. I mean, Elijah Cummings just cannot come out and have this blast of kids sitting in feces. You know, when you say kids in their own feces, it's like Michelle said, when did you go down to West Baltimore and check out the kids in feces there, rat feces? So look, it's 8:22. I'm going to take a brief break. We're going to come back. We're doubling down on Baltimore this morning because the media is letting it go. We're doubling down with the inner city corruption. And I will tell you why they're backing away from it, because they know Trump is winning this argument. I'm going to say Black America got woke, right? That's what they say. And as Michelle said, the president put it on blast. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Josh, take us to break.